Hi, I'm Daniel Lee, Head of Japan Research. Ultimately, everyone on the investment team is trying to achieve the same goal, which is to find and invest in attractive companies that are going to outperform the benchmark and ultimately the peer group. For the Japan team, there's an added layer on top of that, which is convincing Japanese management to change the way they're operating subtly to maximize the corporate value. And in Japan, there are over 3,500 companies to research and engage with. So there's no shortage of ideas. And I think the challenge, and what I spend a lot of time on, is making sure that the team's resources are allocated most efficiently to achieve that goal. So that's one of my main responsibilities. I break up my time more by month. So at the start, I'm focused on preparing client materials to update them on our performance, whether that be newsletters or presentations. And then I'm having some company meetings at the start of the month. After that, I'm going to try and focus on a large project. So that might be a new idea, it might be an engagement letter or presentation, or it might be looking at the portfolio and determining whether there might be a position that needs to be adjusted. So while all of that is happening, I'm also staying on top of news flow. So that's general news flow for the universe companies, and of course news flow for our portfolio companies. So we have a number of metrics to narrow down the companies we look for into a universe. So we start there. You don't really know if it's the appropriate company until you start conducting the analysis, which sometimes means that you spend hours researching a company that ultimately isn't appropriate. So it's a process of trial and error to find the right company, and that's the nature of the business. So for me as a Brit working on the Japan team, it was really understanding the Japanese business culture. So part of our engagement work is convincing Japanese management to change their approach. And you can't go in all guns blazing. You have to be sensitive to the Japanese culture, and that takes some time to appreciate. Also, trying to learn the Japanese language, and to say that was a challenge is an understatement. Certainly having an inquisitive mind to be able to delve into a new company or a new sector. And then it's having the skills to know what companies to focus on, when to stop focusing on that company, and then finally to present the idea in a coherent way to the team. The freedom and differentiation, so that's on the investment side. So that's AVI's approach to looking for obscure and misunderstood companies. But also on the work culture, we aren't micromanaged. We're given the freedom to spend our time how we best see fit. And I quite like that.